Morning, Joe. I just got done watching your video, and it kind of irritated me just a little bit because I think you might still be missing the point as well. See, the problem isn't getting screwed over. The problem is shops using scare tactics, where most men will be like, "Nah, you're talking crap. I'm just going to take care of it myself or get another opinion." And then most women will bring their car into the shop and be like, "Oh, that's really bad. I need to get that taken care of right now." It's not men and women or shops getting over on women. It's their tactics. It's what they're doing to try and get the extra sale, to get this stuff done to their vehicles. See, I live in Virginia. I've worked at almost every shop from border to coast in Virginia. And I've left, not just here. I've worked in Houston, Texas at a shop there too. And I've left because I absolutely refuse to work on a vehicle to where they want something done, or the shop wants me to do something to the vehicle that doesn't need to be done. They got to the points where they wouldn't even let me near the customer because, I mean, like, I'm this BMW head gasket. I'll do a job that doesn't need to be done if the customer clearly understands it does not need to be done and they want it done anyway. If they're willing to pay for it and they understand their vehicle doesn't need it, I will do it. Like this vehicle here. This is a BMW 328i. It's got an M52 TU inline 6. This motor came to me with a blown head gasket with almost 400,000 miles on it. I'm like, dude, you need a new motor. I cannot guarantee nor warranty me doing this head gasket job. Oh no, I love the car. This is the first problem I've ever had out of this motor. Okay, but I can't guarantee it's gonna run when I'm done. I'm gonna do your head gasket. I'm gonna take care of everything that I can see is visibly wrong without removing the motor, because obviously you don't want me to do that. And this is how much it's gonna cost. So I do it like that. But it's the shop's scare tactics. They scare you into thinking you need work done to your vehicle that doesn't need to be done. The biggest thing that I don't like about that, I've seen that ad that you're talking about. The biggest thing I don't like about that ad is, like you said, you can get the same thing, go to AutoZone and buy one of those little Activon or Actron scanners, plug it into your OBD2 port and get a code. But you can have 5 or 6 codes saying 5 or 6 problems are wrong with your vehicle, replace every one of them, and not a damn thing's wrong with it. None of those were the actual problem of your vehicle. Prime example, I guess, could be a Ford 6-liter diesel. Or, yeah, Ford 6-liter diesel. There you go. All 8 glow plugs are bad. You got 8 codes for 8 glow plugs. So you replace all 8 glow plugs and bam, still don't work. Glow plug control module is bad, but the computer doesn't monitor the glow plug control module, so you don't have a code for that. How about a Dodge Ram 1500? 2005, that body style, not specifically that year. But got a code for random multiple cylinder misfire. Car's loping, motor's shaking. You feel like you got a carbureted engine under the hood. So you go through your diagnoses and everything else, trying to figure out what the problem is. Maybe even replace the coil pack, the coil pack for it, or replace all the spark plugs, etc. Doesn't fix the problem. Now, although your cam and crank sensors are monitored by the computer, the computer never tells you it's actually a crank sensor. Crank sensor's starting to fail, so you're getting a misfire. That's why I don't like those scanners. I've got one of those little plugins that you can read from the phone, but I do my research on it, and I've also been working on cars since I was 12 years old. So, I mean, I've got the experience. I also don't like Craigslist mechanics. I'm sure you can agree with me on this, Joe. Craigslist mechanics. You got these 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. Oh, I can work on your car. I change my brakes in the backyard. Oh, you need a water pump? Cool, I can do that. 90% of my work that comes into the shop is from Craigslist mechanics screwing it up. I won't lie. I advertise on Craigslist. But I will tell you, when I diagnose your vehicle, this is how much it's going to cost if you don't want me to fix it. If you want me to fix it, diagnosis is free. I'll just charge you the repair. But when I diagnose it, I prove it. I will go through the entire diagnosis procedure. I'll figure out what my findings are. I'll bring you over. I'll show you what my findings are. And I explain to you exactly why this is the problem. Now, in the rare case that I'm wrong, not only will you don't owe me anything for doing the work, but hell, I'll even pay for the part myself. So you see, I got an incentive there, not to be wrong. I feel like I'm getting a little off topic here too, but I was a little irked, and I wanted to have my little 2 cents in on that piece too, because that piece does tick me off as well. But there still is a problem in America with shops and people who aren't knowledgeable of vehicles. And you're right, it has nothing to do with women. It's their tactics. All right. Well, have a good day, Joe.